Hello and welcome to this video. WarlordPhil here, in-game name the Quartermaster. I wanted to do a voiceover for this video because I feel like there's a lot of aspects here to showcase specific ship plays, what to do and what not to do, as well as generally keeping faith on the ability to carry a game even when it seems that it's going to be a loss. I've got some teammates with me. Shout out to Tant and Non for helping with this video, or help generate this beautiful game that we have coming up. Smaland, a hurricane force. As probably most of you know, this ship is very strong at the moment in the current meta. Very good DD hunter, can handle airstrikes, very effective in caps, and can also disengage quite well, as you'll see. So let's get to it. So we spawn on the A cap. Obviously I'm going to want to get up to A cap, see if I can snag an early DD kill. I was saying this is before the Brawler buff, so my detection, I'm running the lighthouse build. As soon as I'm detected, I pop radar and presto, DD appears.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
Yeah, I think my AA was left on from the last battle, so luckily though, that's one ship that you can afford to make that mistake. Now, I do use Jersey Captain on this ship, so as soon as I get my 20, I believe, aircraft kills, your AA gets buffed quite a lot, which is really nice. And of course the improved adrenaline rush is second to none, especially on a Smaland. Right, so I'm approaching this sort of center rock here because I know I'm more or less covered from any heavy fire and I can start to work on this Benson. I'm just going to help my team with a radar, hoping that the destroyer in B can help me finish off this Benson. Whilst at the same time maintaining a position that I can't be cross-shot, even though I did get clipped there, but no harm done.
Engine boost activated.
Oh, I want to get even closer. That Benson is definitely going down, so I can easily push him here with no threat. Wow, that Republic is overextending heavily. I mean, we're 3.5 minutes into the game and he's going for a cap. And I obviously do not want to get close to that guy. He's running a secondary build. Oh, one fire, one shell, standard.
Solved, sir.
And now that the DD's gone in B, that Hakuryu is going to want to focus me. Little old me. No choice here really, but to just sit tight and let the AA do its work. I can't come out to A yet. Those cruisers on the 2-line are too much of a threat at the moment. I'm just waiting for that Republic to go down and then I can grab B cap, which looks like the safest cap at the moment. that will also allow me to support C because they have no destroyer there either. I am the last destroyer on the team already, so that puts a huge responsibility on me to stay alive, because if you lose all your destroyers earlier on, as you've probably noticed playing this game, you usually don't have a very fun time.
Well done, Commander.
Well, Okachev has decided that he's had enough and wants to push into a camp. Let's hope the battleships don't smack him.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
So the only thing really here for me now is to watch the CV, because there's no real enemy ships. I want to grab B so we can start clocking some points. Just drop some torps on that Slava to keep him at bay. Halland's disengaged. We've got a DD. Looks like he's pushing up to our aircraft carrier with not much of a health pool. I'm hoping those battleships and my teammate in the CV can just work on that DD and keep him at bay. Oh, I've grabbed the cap, so now my eyes are on A cap. Now, contrary to what some people might think, this can be a good or bad idea. That is, Slava, he's eaten a torp. He's got a flood. I know he's going to damp on it. So I hit my engine boost. I've got plenty of them still. And I just want to bait this Slava and keep him a bit occupied. And at this range, 10 kilometers with engine boost, it's quite easy to bait a shot. All you do is you run a decent speed, you slow down, making it look like you're going to stop, and then as soon as he fires, you track the shells, and then see whether you need to go in reverse or forward. This is a nice technique for open water gunboat. So you see he's fired pretty much directly on the ship, push it forward, take minimal damage, still farming. Well, we're 5 ships down versus 2 ships on their side. I've got 3 permafires on that Slava. That's quite nice, and I would say worth the little bit of damage I took, especially since I've got 4 heals. And the same for the Tirpitz. At this time there's a nice island I can use to line of sight him. And this guy is definitely going to go down. Unfortunately we're losing C-cap. So my immediate thought is, looking at the map now, the focus of the enemy fleet is on A, and that's where I'm needed. Because if that A fleet pushes up and wins, we've most certainly lost this game. Well, the Cyclone is coming in, so that's going to really help this Smaland, because I can get close. Oh, and then I get radared. Couldn't understand what was radaring me, and then I suddenly realized, yep, it's a Nevsky, and that's what's actually capping C. So there's only really one choice here. This extended 12-kilometer radar is to run. Run, run, run. Try and juke the shells as much as possible using the old wiggle. And took minimal damage there and out of radar range. So I'm going to ignore the Nevsky. I mean, there's not much I could do to that ship at the moment, and come over to A and support my teammates as much as possible. Oh, that DD in the northwest is still there. It just got spotted. Our CD has just finished off the Soyuz, which is very welcome. And I'm really got my fingers crossed that battleships can kill the Akazuki without getting torped. Let's see, there's a Charles Martel here spotting me. I'm going to open up on him, and unfortunately here I do make a mistake and accelerate into his shells. So if I had stopped there, I would have taken little to no damage, but it's okay. That's what the heals are for. It allows for a few mistakes. now I'm just gonna work on him because my Petropavlovsk is pushing him hard. We're also creating an AA bubble here, so this is a good position to be in. Unfortunately, the Charles Martel got into a safe area. And there comes the Slava. He's going to push the Petropavlos, so I'm going to drop torps, try and cover him. His guns are not looking at me, so I'm very happy to just stay here and finish him off. That's nice work from Non there. Finish off the Slava with some AP to his front turrets. Unfortunately though, that has cost him the game because, or his game I should say, because the Hakiryu was able to torpedo. Hakiryu is very effective at killing a Petropavlovsk with torpedoes. Petro does not like torpedoes. Oh, the Charles Martel's popped out again. He smells blood. He smells my blood. That's my AA gun expert, so I'm very comfortable now against aircraft. Let's see, I'm just waiting to see if this Charles is going to push me. Want to keep those torpedoes coming, keep them uncomfortable. I don't want him to feel like he can just waltz in. Oh, he's backing up broadside. That's tasty. Now, I don't usually do this, but there it is. AP shells, why not? We're going to get a little bit more damage on a broadside cruiser with AP. And that's the kill.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
So we do not have caps now. That is a big issue because it is just a matter of time before we lose the game. Now I'm being pushed here by a battleship. He's out of range, so I'm just gonna start to run, hit my speed boost and drop torps on my escape. I'm going to head for B cap because obviously I cannot push into A and C is too far away. And I am suddenly hydro. This is a huge problem. Luckily, I am on the corner of this island cycle. My only choice really is to push forward and make a left turn to escape that hipper who has definitely got his eyes on me. Yeah, he's got a fire. I put out that fire immediately because I know I'm clear of the island and he's not going to get another salvo. So only choice here is to just keep firing at that North Cow. And then I've noticed that Nevsky's really low, so this is a golden opportunity to finish off this ship. Just open up on him, again switch to AP, maximum damage on his broadside. And this is where like map awareness really helps. You know, I had these two ships focusing me, I could leave them on my tail, and then suddenly the Nevsky's gone.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
I don't want to leave it to chance that my Slava cannot finish that guy, so we had to open up on him. So now I'm just keeping it quiet. That hipper couldn't push me, he's going for the CV. My teammate is going to defend himself. There's no way I can defend my CV. Turning up towards the hipper would allow the caps to be completely overrun. So I choose to leave the CV's fate in his own hands and go for the remaining DD, because really having that Halland in play is gonna hamper any attempts on capping and is a great threat to our last battleship. Now at this point we've got 3 ships left. Our CV is in trouble and the Slava is not doing well either, so this is where true grit really starts to come in. Oh, North Carolina is also pushing the aircraft carrier. I'm just going to try and blind fire and maybe get a lucky fire. But my objective at this point is to get the caps. I mean, in 5 minutes this game's over. My teammate is saying that he's most likely dead. Now RPF is showing in the direction of the North Carolina, but you see he's pushed up, so I know that the Halland must be somewhere behind that battleship around the upper side of the A cap. So I want to cap this, move in to cap A, and hopefully meet the Smaland. 50% health Smaland, or just under that, is more than enough HP to destroy a full health Smaland. So let's see if this is not just theory.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Right, 10 seconds to cap. I can see RPF is stationary. He's waiting for me. He doesn't have RPF on me, but he's making probably a pretty good guess here. Now, I could have radared, but I didn't know how close he was. That is too close. Smaland Torps are a huge threat, so I want to floor it and get into behind the island. Luckily, I damaged his torpedo tubes. Already did a lot of damage to him. Popped my heal. And at this point, I'm going to wait for the Smaland to push around. Meantime, try and help with the North Carolina get a fire, because a fire means if he damcons, a Roosevelt can then get multiple fires and torpedo strikes. Oh, using my radar, that's a bait for the first set of torps. The other set was damaged, so I will assume he's only got those, so I can just open up on him, keep it stationary, move into reverse, and that's the Smaland down.
Enemy destroyer foundered.
Wait for any extra torps, just to confirm it. There's nothing there, so I can cap A. Now, meantime, Hippo did get ruined by the CV. Great job, Tan, holding off there. Keeps the Carolina spotted. I assume he's going down, and he can get another torpedo strike on that Carolina. Will be juicy. Look at that, just 2 planes, and that's unbelievable. So we lose our carrier as 2 ships versus 2 ships now. They have no destroyer, so we have cap control. And there's a North Carolina still knocking about. So let's see if we can finish this guy with guns. There's no real choice here. Gotta open up on him. If he starts running, it'll be very difficult to hunt that ship down. I don't have any speed boost left, and he's not exactly the slowest battleship in the game. Roosevelt managed to get a bomber squad over. Oh, look at that. Slava finally delivers with a nice salvo, finishing him off. And that allows the Roosevelt to rest in peace, knowing the 2 ships pushing him have been destroyed. Okay, final ship remains, aircraft carrier. Slava is looking very unhealthy. I am worried about time. They have a point lead. There's only 2 minutes left of the game, and we win in 5 minutes on points, so that's just not good enough. We need to push this carrier. There he is. He decided to come closer. That's very nice. So at this point, he knows I'm the weaker ship. Even though the Slava's health pool is low, I assume he figures this DD is easier to kill. So here come his planes. Now, always remember, if you are fighting an aircraft carrier with a destroyer, turn off your AA. Because when you're spotted, usually it's too late for them to drop you. And then you can turn your AA on. That's exactly what I did here. Planes fly right above me. He knows where I am now, but I've basically avoided his first drop. If my AA was on, he would have been able to drop me on his first run. So then you can turn it off again, go dark, and then turn it on again. Just trying to throw the CV's play as much as possible. And obviously if the planes are attacking from behind, the best choice is to slow down so that he may overshoot you. Because the reticle closes quite slowly. The longer you stay in front of that strike group, the more time they have to target and close the reticle on your ship. Now, I've got very little health left. I don't see myself surviving another strike, so my choices here are, if the Slava dies, we've lost the game. But I'm going to hope that he stays alive and just drop torps on this CV, in the assumption that he's running an autopilot. There is next set of planes. AA is up. Getting some good plane kills, but it's just not enough. We managed to avoid that strike. See, in that case, you don't want to slow down, you want to speed up because those planes are coming into you. When they're coming into you, you want to get out of their reticle as quickly as possible. And then he comes for another strike, and oh, just clipped me with a couple of rockets, and that's enough. I get him with 2 torps, and he floods out for the Kraken. What a game, on the wire. Yeah, I mean, that was hard fought by everyone on the team who survived into the hurricane. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that battle. If you have any questions on the gameplay or any comments, then please put it in the feed. Thanks for watching.